Well, hello and welcome into the Polytunnel. I have this growing space here, and I also have some growing space outside as well. And we're expanding our growing space as well. So it is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I'm going to be making once a month these videos to show you exactly what's growing and how things are progressing in the polytunnel, and I might share some tips, maybe a few things that I've done to encourage like growth and things like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off the tour with the potatoes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out by looking at these potatoes. Now, some people would say, why are you growing potatoes in a polytunnel? It just seems pretty crazy. But some people usually start them out in pots in polytunnels and then go ahead and take them outside once the weather's warmed up to get a head start on them. However, I've grown them straight into this deep bed. I made a specific deep bed for potatoes and also carrots and parsnips and things like that. And these are really coming along nicely. These are, yeah, I think I've got a bit of a head start on some people, but they are slowly catching up to me. But this is, yeah, these have come out absolutely fantastic, and I think they love the heat in here and like the humidity when all the vents are closed. It just gets really humid in here, and I think they really like it. And they're coming along great. I'm hoping that I can get a sort of like a quick harvest on these, and maybe, never know, I may even be able to put some lates in here so we can get some early winter. So let's move over to this bed here, and we've got some mixed spicy salad leaves. Now these are coming on quite nicely. We've got some baby leaf mix which have just decided to go mental and grow really high. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but probably not so much a good thing. But it's all experimenting really. Down this line here I have some lettuce mix. Now only one or two of these have come up, which is a little bit of a shame, but that's gardening for you. You can't expect everything to work when you first try it. And these beds have only been made this year, so it's all a bit of trial and error at the moment. But I've got some peas around the outside here. Now these peas are looking really good, and they have started to grow up quite a bit, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy about them. I think there's about 20, maybe 21 plants there, so hopefully they should produce us quite a few peas. Now down this line here I have some organic radishes which have actually, which I'm really happy about, which I've just seen today, have started poking their heads through the soil, which is fantastic, and I cannot wait to bite into a juicy, fully organic radish this year. Leeks. Now these leeks here were actually given to me by someone who I know from the local area, and they are like professional grower, and they've been growing these since winter time, and they're actually looking absolutely fantastic. And I planted them really quite deep. I planted them really deep on purpose because I wanted them to really thrive, and that's what I've heard. Planting them deep can help them out quite a bit, so I'm really happy with that. And this is sort of like the bed covered. It's doing well. It's doing how I wanted it to do. Maybe the leaf mix isn't going so well. I mean the lettuce mix, but yeah, it's going good, and just got to see what happens, I guess. Okay, so moving on to this bed here, we have around about 60 onions in here, which is awesome stuff, and I cannot wait to go ahead and be able to string these up and preserve them for winter. But we also have a strip of carrots just down here. We've got two strips of carrots, one there and one there. They're sort of like an experiment, and I'll show you how I actually got them to seed. I basically, hold on, I got this piece of wood here, and I just placed it across with a brick on the top of the wood, and cleared away the bark and just made sure that it kept moist. And by laying a plank of wood over, it's got no way of drying out, so the seedlings actually just popped up absolutely fine, and they are looking excellent. Now, moving on a little bit from the onions, we have some garlic in here. Now, the garlic is just looking absolutely crazy. It's just, I can't believe how quickly it's grown. The garlic was, well, it pretty much was just sticking out the ground, and all of a sudden it's just gone whoomsh, and really has grown like crazy in here, but it's looking good. By the way, if you've noticed these little pots down here with things shooting out of them, these are actually what do they call these? Sweet corn. A couple of sweet corn plants in here, and actually that one has started to root underneath the pot, which is kind of crazy. I didn't realise they root that quickly, but yeah, it's looking good. So here over at this bed, I haven't actually got anything in this bed at the moment. However, I'm using it to start off and look after some seedlings. We have some tomatoes here, quite a lot of tomatoes. I think we're planning on either selling or giving away some of these tomato plants here because we had a few extra. But these are sort of like our tomato plants, which are looking absolutely brilliant. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. We've got 19 sort of like tomato plants here. And then over here, we've got like another, I don't know, but we've got around about like 50 in total, which is absolutely crazy because we've got a couple more indoors as well. We've got a few leeks here, which are growing really nicely. These will stay in the pots until they're quite a bit bigger. So they'll be in there for probably another 2 or 3 months in the pots, but they're doing absolutely fine. These tomatoes, I can't believe how well they're doing. Like them tomatoes, they're going to be in this bed soon. This bed is going to be filled with tomatoes and beetroot, and I'm going to be planting the beetroot in between the tomatoes as sort of like a companion plant or a companion crop. Now at the back here we have some cucumbers. These cucumbers are coming out quite nicely now. To start with, my mum was a little bit worried that these cucumbers wouldn't actually come out because they've been sitting there for probably about a month now. But I said to her, as soon as the weather warms up, they will come out in their own time and do their own thing. And well, would you look at that? They have come out, which is brilliant. So moving on to this little box here, this is actually filled with carrots in cardboard tubes. Now the cardboard tubes you can just sort of pull out, and then when it comes to planting the carrot, you don't actually have to disturb it. You just quite simply get a stick, stab the stick in the ground, wiggle it a bit, enough to plonk this in, and then just sort of firm it down, and boom, you've got your carrot into the ground. And these will be going in the deep bed with the potatoes. They're looking absolutely marvellous. Binglington has just come to see me, my cat. Bingy! So yeah, my cat might come and visit in a moment. He's sort of like thinking about it, I think. But if you hear him meowing. But yeah, I'm really happy with these. We've got probably around about 50 carrots in here growing. There's over 60 planted, but obviously not every single one of them come up. But yeah, this is a good little, you know, carrot project thing. Come on. So you're probably wondering what this is. Now these are just sheets of old greenhouse that we had. Now I use these just to cover over seedlings and plants that potentially might just want that tiny little bit more warmth. And we've got some beautiful pepper plants right here, which are absolutely brilliant and looking good. We've got some beetroots here. We've got a couple more tomato plants because why not? We've got some spring onions here, which are also looking excellent, but I need to pot these into individual pots. I'm trying some Brussels sprouts in here, but they're not working. Celery I'm trying, and broccoli I'm trying. Binglington has come to say hello, which is nice. We've got a few more onions to pop in somewhere, which I'm not sure where to pop them in just yet, and some more onions as well, so quite a few onions to pop in. But yeah, this is a nice little area. Also, I've got some wild rocket because Mum likes rocket, so yeah, Binglington's come to see me. I love it when he comes to see me in the garden. But yeah, it's looking good. No, good boy. Let's go ahead and get a shot of everything, Binglington. Okay. So making our way out of the Polytunnel, which is right here. I've actually gone ahead and made this new bed this year, and I've just gone ahead and put some onions outside here as well. Now these are not doing nowhere near as well as the ones in the Polytunnel because they've not got so much heat. And behind these onions will be some broccoli, I'm pretty sure. And then behind the broccoli, I'm going to go ahead and put some... I know, Binglington. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and put some sweet corn at the back as well. Now we've just sort of made this as a little temporary area because we needed a bit more space to grow. So yeah, that's what we've done here. Binglington, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah. Yes, mate. So coming into this garden area here. This is where the potatoes, a few onions, and a couple other things are growing. So let's take a look at those. Just come and get you. So these potatoes here, these are my main crop potatoes. These will be the ones that we store throughout the winter, and these are actually doing really well. And I planted them about 3 weeks ago. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago nearly, and yeah, they're looking really solid. I'm really chuffed with them, and they're slowly growing up, and obviously once they've grown up a bit more, I'm going to go ahead and hill this dirt on top of them again to hopefully encourage the potato growth itself. So yeah, they're looking good. Happy days. So right here we have some pots and grow bag of potatoes, a couple of grow bags and a few pots, and they are looking again really good. Really happy with these. I've given them feed, some just fish blood and bone has gone in there for the first couple weeks, and then I'm going to follow that up with another lot of fish blood and bone until their leaves have got a bit higher, and then I'll go ahead and put something which will give them a little bit more nitrogen to help them with their root growth. I think that's the right way around, or is that... I might have got that wrong. I always have to have a quick look at it just to be able to get it up. But yeah, it's looking good though. It's looking real good. We've got a little bit of elephant garlic in here. Elephant garlic is basically just like giant garlic. It's meant to grow to like the size of your palm sort of thing. It's meant to be really quite big. But yeah, this is looking good as well. I only put this in the other day, so we just got to see what sort of happens with that. But yeah, all the potatoes are coming up in these pots and containers, and I'm sure we're going to get quite a good harvest. And I don't know why, but with potatoes I get so excited with harvesting them. I don't know why, but they just make me really excited. So yeah, I'm looking forward to harvesting everything later on in the year. It's exciting. Just quickly, I've got 10 shallots planted in here, and I've got a little bit of growth coming up here which, yeah, is good. Coming back sort of next to the potatoes here, we have some onions which I overwintered, and they are looking really, really strong and big, some of these. Now, some of them aren't doing so well at all, but some of them have gone nuts, which is awesome stuff. So last but not least, this bed here, which is actually really, really, really surprised me. I bought, I bought 3 raspberry plants from Poundland last year in the hopes of just plonking them in somewhere, which I made this bed for them, and in the hopes of them just growing and producing some raspberries. And well, this is what's happened this year. I cut them all down last year, and oh no, it was early this year I cut them down, I think. No, late last year. And they've just come up in like an absolute sort of wave of raspberry plants, and I can't believe it. I don't know whether I need to thin them out. Let me know if I need to thin them out in the comments. That would be really handy, actually. But yeah, it's just gone nuts, and I can't wait to harvest some raspberries. They're so expensive in the shops, but actually they're not really that difficult to grow. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's garden tour. Obviously, this is April's garden tour, and yeah, everything is looking rather good, and I'm very happy with it. Now, there is going to be a bigger video at the end of the year, sort of like compiling everything all together in one video, and that will include some shots and some different things that you may not have seen, some experiments that I'm doing and things like that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to sharing next month's gardening update with you as well. And hopefully everything is sort of like moved on a little bit, and I can update you on everything that is going on in the garden. Well, I appreciate you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye. You're a good boy.